Hey everybody, Mark Walters here, and you've probably heard the name Jack Bosch a lot lately. It's all over the internet. Jack's been able to do some amazing things with his investing. So Jack and I are friends. We've known each other for years. We both live in the Phoenix metropolitan area. So I just want to turn it over to Jack so that he can share some things with you right now. So Jack, what can you share with people so that they can be excited about what it is you do and why right now is one of the greatest times that they can be taking advantage of it?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for coming by my office. We're sitting here in my office just having a coffee and just chatting a little bit. So right now is the greatest time in the history, I think, or at least in a generation, for investing in real estate, and I believe particularly in land, because that's my specialty. I'm known as the land for pennies guy. I'm known as the guy that basically for the last 7-8 years, since 2000, the end of 2002, I've bought and sold over 5,553 properties. And now that's quite a bit, I think, and I've done that 99% with only land. So I've bought land, sold land, and typically not 100, 500,000, $1 million piece of property, but the lower price property that everyone can afford. And why is right now a great time? I think right now is a great time, because I know right now is a great time, because, for example, look at the economy. The economy right now was so bad that the government had to spend something like, what, $9 trillion in debt, had to go into $9 trillion in debt, and they got to come back with that somewhere. They got to pay for that somewhere. And the way they typically do that is through inflation. And so when there's high inflation, people want to invest in something, and you want to invest in something that actually holds up its value very well, and that actually goes up with inflation. And real estate and land particularly is something that is really, really great to hold out, that you can buy in your self-directed IRA and your retirement account. And the cool thing is everyone wants a piece of land. I mean, wouldn't you, if you live up north, wouldn't you like to have a nice piece of land in California, Arizona, Florida, or something like that you can retire? Or if you live in an apartment, wouldn't you like to have a piece of land to build your dream home, or whatever it is? A lot of people love land, and it's a great business because, number one, there's not much competition in there because most people deal with the housing area and so on, and with the houses. And the other reason is that it's actually affordable. And if you do it as a business like I do, if you buy and sell land, you can basically be the king of town in the sense that you do something that nobody else does, and you become the go-to guy for the land. So in any sense, land investment is really cool. It's easy to do. It's simple to do. You don't have to have millions of dollars to do it. As a matter of fact, my first piece of land I bought for $400. And I have probably bought, of the 5,553 deals that I've done, I've probably bought 80% of them for under $1,000. Under $1,000, and that's not assuming a mortgage. That's cash from the owners with title insurance buying for the purchasing the property. So this is, if this sounds interesting, then just check me out. Go to Mark's page. I'm sure you have somewhere a link here or so.
I'm sure I do too.
That you can click on, and then I'll hand it over. That's why I think I love land. It's a great thing to be in.
Well, I want to ask one more question because I'm sure a lot of people will hear about tax lien investing, tax deed certificate investing, and how is this different? Because I know a lot of times when people hear about this for the first time, they're not really familiar with the difference. So can you share that?
Absolutely. When I tell people that I buy properties for $100, $200, $500, and they're worth $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, they're thinking, they're looking at me as like, are you doing tax liens and tax deeds? And the answer is always a resounding no. Now, I know a lot about tax liens and tax deeds because that's where I originally came from, but I developed a system that really allows you to buy directly from the owner properties that are free and clear, that some have some back taxes, many don't. Actually, almost 2/3 of the property that I've ever bought that were free and clear, no property taxes owed. So how is this different? It's completely different in that you basically just figure out who are the people, and there's a clear methodology, very simple and easy methodology on there, that you figure out the people that own land in the price range of like $5,000 to $50,000 that don't want their property anymore because they got divorced, they perhaps passed away, and the heirs don't want it, they moved away. There's a ton of reasons why they would do that, and they don't want the property anymore, and they're more than happy to give it to you or to me or to you for a few $100s, literally. And I've done thousands of deals. I've bought properties for $1,800, sold for $85,000. I bought property for $300, sold it for $5,000. I've bought property for $50 and sold them for $1,000. I've bought property for $500, sold them for $20,000. It's all across the board. but these deals are out there, and it really has nothing to do with tax liens or tax deeds.
Well, thanks. I appreciate you describing in detail the differences there. Now, one of the reasons why I fully support what Jack is doing and want to let the world know about it right now is, like he mentioned, we've got a huge deficit, and the government needs to do things that create inflation so that they can pay back some of the debt. And of course, one of the things that people can do is buy land, which then can go up in value when there's inflation. So I think the timing is perfect. We've all heard buy low, sell high. Well, another thing that I just want to say, Jack, is that there are a lot of reasons why people will sell real estate like this, and Jack is proof in the pudding. For the last 7 years, he's done over 5,500 deals. But with the economy that we've got coming up, more people that have this land are going to have even more reasons, more motivation to sell. So
yeah, we're seeing that right now. Absolutely, we're seeing that right now. We're at the bottom of where it's actually a double whammy in the positive sense, because people are now in the position that they say, I gotta sell my land no matter what I get for it, and at the same time we're at the bottom of the market. So really, it's a perfect time to buy, and people want to sell. So it's really like the perfect positive storm for land investments right now.
Yeah, you know, one of the things coming from my family's background is my grandfather started investing in real estate during the Depression. Now, a lot of people were going down the tubes during that time, but he looked for a way that, one, he could profit, and two, he could help people. Well, the great thing about this is there are going to be potentially, if the economy does what many people think it's going to do, there are going to be some really challenging times for a lot of people, and I don't want you to be one of those people. So this is a vehicle, this is a way that you can target your investing at a time where the prices are really, really low, and you can look back at this time if you do this and say, wow, wasn't I so brilliant, meaning you, that you learned from Jack how to do these things when the inflation comes and the values go up on these things. It can be really terrific. So Jack, you want to throw out anything?
One more thing, and that is not only can you buy and ride it then up, but you can also flip them, because over the years I've also developed systems that you can use to flip a property literally in a day or a few days. And as a matter of fact, right now, when everyone is complaining about real estate, that they can't sell, etc., I'm selling 20 to 40 properties a month just on my webpage only. And I've been recently started teaching that part too.
Well, that's terrific. Well, I think that you've gained a lot of perspective, a lot of knowledge here from a real doer. So again, you're going to find a link somewhere around this video. Click on that link right now, go to Jack's page, and take a look and see all the things that he can share with you at the right time. So do that now, and Jack will share more with you there.